We are in Atlanta, Georgia, a home nest for the Hawks. It's an interconference matchup right here. This is the first game in the Warriors road trip. Still out of the lineup is David Lee, but they want him healthy.
Yeah, I hear you, Kevin, but really it's an issue for both teams in regards to the injury situation. So it's a percent.
Well, the Warriors taking strides to enhance their player development. They bought a D-League team and moved it to nearby Santa Cruz.
And that team actually played in the D-League Finals in the championship game, lost to Fort Wayne. That's enabled their younger players on that D-League team to practice with the NBA. And that's got to be a positive.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Thompson and Barnes, the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Green and Bogut. And it's Curry in at the point. And Jones subbed in for Atlanta. Oh, it's nice to see him get another go at this. Impressed so much in his first go-around with the team. They offered him another 10-day contract.
Well, I thought he definitely showed he wasn't overwhelmed. But with his second one, he'll need to show them something more in hopes that he'll be able to be signed for the rest of the season.
That's good.
Well, the big thing for the Warriors, they've done a good job the last couple of years creating a culture of work. Players sticking around in the summer, the younger players working hard, working together to get better, and it's really affected the organization in a positive way.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominated.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
Green kicks to Thompson. Bogut against Horford. It's Thompson off the drive. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Atlanta making some changes. Paul Millsap's checked in for Scott. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for T. Golden State also making some changes. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
And yet got consistency from their bench. Work to be done there.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
Iguodala, the pass to Livingston. There's the 3. Rebound, Atlanta. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, they got swept in the 2 games that they played against this club last year. They lost both of them.
And Bazemore kicks to Schroeder. Pass to Jones. Shoots a 3. No good. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Outside, Green. Iguodala with a screen on Horford. Over in the corner, Barnes. Stolen by Schroeder. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk clock coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Pass to Barnes. Rejected by Jones, but they get it back. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's Atlanta up by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Also, we've seen active hands on the defensive end. They're putting a lot of pressure on the ball and coming away with some steals.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Kyle Korver is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. Livingston dishes to Green. Iguodala setting the pick for Green. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Draymond Green last season slimmed down to about 230 pounds. Pretty remarkable how he's transformed his body since his freshman season at Michigan State.
And Green, a combo forward. You know, he's able to play the 3 or the 4, and he's a good rebounder. I mean, he's got long arms that help him play effectively against bigger guys, even though he's only about 6'7".
Scotty's checked in for Al Horford. Then for the Warriors, Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Spates. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston.
And their lead takes another little bump up.
Boy, I tell you, they've got to be feeling better and better about this game.
And Green, certainly not an elite athlete, Steve, but pretty quick on his feet.
Well, he's a jack of all trades, and I think he's been a pleasant surprise defensively. Just his awareness and his energy really helped him out a lot. He can guard multiple positions for sure.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And over the course of the season, guys, they've shown improved.
The Hawks making a switch here. Teague's checked in. Warriors trail by 6. It's Thompson off the drive. Outside for Curry. The 3. That is good. Curry's got his 2nd basket of the night.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play.
Teague, the pass to Jones. Again, the miss by Jones. Golden State's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Barbosa. That one rolling around and rims out. The Hawks leading by 3. Teague with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Jones from outside, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 4 assists now tonight. And for the Warriors, they're shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Thank you, Kevin. For Harrison Barnes, it's been a lifelong goal to play in the NBA. Back in high school in Iowa, to raise travel money for tournaments, Barnes, his mother, and his sister would go to Iowa State Cyclones games and collect recyclables. Barnes said, "You learn from those times. They build something in you. I know what it took for me to get here." Kevin sounds like some character.
And his hard work continues, Doris. Thank you. Tabo Cephalosha has checked in for Jones. Let's go. And the first half is now in the books. Warriors lead by 9. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to...
Thank you, Kev.
All right, everyone's eyes up here. If we're going to send these fans home happy, we've got to go over some things. The three-point shot was a good weapon for us in the first half. Let's continue to spread the floor, and if the opportunity presents itself, don't hesitate to pull the trigger. Let's also make sure we keep our heads on straight. Nobody likes to be in the position we're in right now, but we can't lose our cool. And I don't want the score dictating our tempo.
Jones is checked in. The Hawks trail by 7, and Golden State looking at who they've got. Curry and Thompson, the splash brothers in the backcourt. Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. And it's Bogut at the center position.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Down low, Barnes, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Atlanta shooting at 50% in a decent group. T kicks to Jones. From deep three-point range, another 3 for Atlanta.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Green dishes to Curry. Got it. Good job in the low post. Curry's got 11.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Teague the pass to Jones. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Golden State's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Curry kicks to Thompson. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Hawks trailing.
Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, but totally different games. His father was a big man who kind of played inside. Klay, a swingman, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
Thompson right side. Bogut sets a screen for Thompson. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Jones from outside. Another three for Atlanta.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide-open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually defense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
And Thompson kicks to Barnes. Scott pulls it in. Hawks have gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Jones from outside. Count that one. Jones has got 18 points now here in the second half.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And the basket by Curry.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
T kicks to Jones. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. 33 points for Big Daddy.
Now, the way this defense is playing out there, I mean, they might as well not be there. It's 5 straight wide-open threes.
Yeah, and that's way too many. I mean, typically teams will get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open threes, but they just haven't figured it out yet.
For the Hawks.
Dialed in from long range. I like it.
Spates checked in for goal. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. You know, Clark, they couldn't put them away in regulation, but after a superb performance in overtime, they managed to get the job done.
Yeah, just an amazing game, but they pulled away at the end.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
So I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all the credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sport.
Looks like someone stole your puppy.
Yeah, man. Shoot, we had that in our back pocket and let it get away.
You want to hear a secret?
Yeah, sure.
Key to lasting in this league is never getting too high when you win and never getting too low when you lose.
So the loss don't mean anything?
Of course it means something. Means I need to learn from it and move on. Every loss is like an anchor on a rope. You let it go or it's gonna drown you. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
like my whip, like my chick. Doing a $1.6 with me in the cockpit, grinding.
Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. With Doris Burke from the sideline, I'm Eyeside Steve Kerr and Clark Keller. This is Kevin Harlan. Back in Memphis, the Grizzlies tip off the beginning of a homestand. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
Yeah, they look totally disjointed, and sometimes you have a night like that. Nothing goes in the basket. It's just pure frustration.
Well, you can call it any number of things, Steve. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, dysfunctional. Any of those would fit.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Teague and Korver in the backcourt. Horford is out there with Scott. And it's Cephalosha in at the small forward position. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that.
Tony Allen, a perennial all-defense selection. Tremendous athlete, but really his energy and his determination that makes him special. Just a guy who puts his hard hat on and competes every game.
Now here's Randolph, averaging 18 points a game.
Right, you gotta love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
Teague against Conley. Back to Teague. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Passes it to Cephalosha.
You're up. Let's go.
Time to do my thing.
Here's Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well.
4.5 will get you in the game. Anything less is just a shame. Guess the way my watch got blue chips in the face. With 2 tips, whoever gets in.
Jones checked in for Atlanta. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Conley against Teague. There's the bucket. Good.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
Memphis with the ball, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
It's always a bit rough when you've been put back on your heels trying to protect your lead, and then you don't, as they didn't in this case. It goes down as a loss that probably should have been a win.
I agree. They should have won that game, Clark, and they just stopped playing in that third quarter.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball after the basket by Atlanta. The shot's good from Carter.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Outside Teague. Right at the free throw line. Here's Scott. The stupendous finish in traffic. Scott's got his second bucket of the night.
Really getting after it on the offensive boards, adding to his early total with that putback.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. No good from Gasol.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Dave Yeager. Doris, what do you have to say?
He has a very specific approach laid out. He told me that they're going to concentrate on working the ball into the paint as much as possible today and taking advantage of what he believes is a significant edge for them on the interior. Guys?
Thanks again, Doris. And here is Conley following the three from Jones. Gets a screen from Jones. A nice shot by Teague.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Now here's Allen. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Back to Conley. Memphis moving that ball around. Just 5 to shoot, and it's Carter penetrating. Shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. We're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Well, loss or no loss, that was a fantastic game, Clark. They can be proud of the way they battled at least.
I suppose, but Steve, it still was a really heartbreaking loss. I mean, you hate to lose in overtime. No matter how hard you played, it still leaves you very empty and disappointed when you come up short.
Here's Randolph, following the basket by Al Horford. Gasol passes to Conley. Randolph, a screen on Teague. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And that one's good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Kubas for Gasol. John Lure comes in for Zach Randolph. Lee's checked in for Vince Carter. And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley. And then for Atlanta, Paul Millsap's checked in for Scott. Ken Bazemore comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Schroeder in for Jeff Teague. Here's Udrich following the... by the Hawks. Courtney Lee is on the wing. Allen outside. Now Udrich, averaging 6 points per contest. While baseline Jay goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Now here's Jones. It's a 5-point game. Shoots a fader, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Wow, just a tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball for them, guys.
Yeah, when they put it up, it's gone in.
Udrich dishes to Allen. They set the screen. Jumper off the screen. Millsap grabs the miss.
Well, I like his determination and his attitude and aggressiveness, but the defense wasn't going to back off that shot. They were tight on it.
Trips down the breakaway slam.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
Schroeder kicks to Jones. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Good work. Good work.
Oh, yeah, man.
Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Koufos. Randolph comes in for John Lure. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Tony Allen. And Mike Conley subbed in for Udrich. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Jones comes in for Cephalosha. Gordon's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. On the court for Atlanta, Jones. He's in at 3. Paul Millsap out there with Scott. Then there's Teague, and it's Gordon in at the shooting guard. And here is Lee, following the 3 from Jones. Randolph passes to Conley. 4 on the clock. Banked in off the glass.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
Well, you know, for teams in the NBA nowadays, it's all about getting bang for your buck. I mean, Mike Conley out of Ohio State, one of the great value contracts in the league, and with all the analysts. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, gentlemen, Courtney Lee, acquired by the Grizzlies last season in a trade with the Celtics. And as teammate Mike Conley has put it, Courtney was a huge, huge piece. People overlook him, but it's key that he's able to stretch the court for us. It gives Zach and Mark more space, and he can definitely lock up defensively. Kevin?
He's been a great fit as a two-way player on the perimeter, too, Doris. Thanks. The shot by Carter, nobody around. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one. T kicks to Gordon. Carter against Jones. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Jones has got a pair of triples in the second now for Atlanta. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Conley dishes to Gasol. Inside, here's Carter. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Carter's got 11 points.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Ben Gordon. And a brief look now at who's leading the league in the rebound department. And Marc Gasol.
Anytime you can get someone to pull down that many rebounds on a consistent basis, your team has no choice but to do well.
Conley, the pass to Lee. Screen by Lee. Gasol kicks to Lee. Teague against Conley. Korver dishes to Jones. Another 3 for Atlanta.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually offense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
Randolph sets a screen for Lee. Kicks it to Randolph. Scott pulls it in. Scott's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Jones slams it home.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
52 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Gasol. Randolph trying to free himself up, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for it. Outside, Jones. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Grizzlies trail by 9. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Conley, the pass to Carter. 6 to shoot. Conley kicks to Carter. Almost, but it rolls out. Teague with the ball. Feeds it to Jones. Misses the 3. Count it up. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Hawks lead by 9. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Okay, that was some strong work in the first half. Let's talk about what we got to do to keep this crowd out of the game. Our movement off the ball has been fantastic. All you need to do is look at our field goal percentage to see that. You can't shoot the ball as well as we have without good movement, and it has been very good. But we did get a nice lift off the bench in that half. I might want to stay with some of those hot hands, so everybody be ready. All right, let's break out the pick and roll on these guys. That's going to be the go-to play for us in the second half. As reliable a move as there is. Nobody gave us a chance tonight, but we're right where I thought we'd be. But still, we're a long way from done. So let's keep our effort at 100% all the way to the...
The second half just about to get going here. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy. Boy, put on...
Let's go. You're in.
Hey, well time.
And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Paul Millsap's checked in for Mike Scott. Ken Bazemore comes in for Cephalosha. Gordon's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Schroeder in for Jeff Teague. Randolph and Kufis are inside. Tony Allen is out there with Udrich. And it's Lee in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Atlanta making a switch here. Jones is checked in. The Hawks leading by 9.
You know, the Grizzlies are the kind of team that perhaps fans around the league can overlook or undervalue or even forget about at times, but they're always going to be there because they're tough, they're physical, and they're talented.
1:11 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Udrich, averaging 6 points per contest. Randolph a screen. Udrich dishes to Randolph. Millsap with the steal. And here comes the break. The drive by Allen. No good.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Here's Bazemore. Nice pass. Led into the rack perfectly for the layup. Bazemore's got his third basket of the night right there. Well, guys, as you were talking about, Memphis not a big budget franchise or one with a history that runs so deep that often fans overlook them.
That may be true, but it's given the Grizzlies a very underdog attitude that I think the franchise and the team and the fans have embraced. And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the shot.
And so the Hawks take the win.
Well, Al, a very